Welcome to Rethink Gaming's Sunday Night RPGs featuring Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden, played through Discord and Fantasy Grounds. Thanks as always to Sirenscape for the amazing atmosphere and music. Make sure you check them out at www.sirenscape.com. You've just got to be using them at your table. If you want to support this content, please consider joining us on Patreon or checking out Rethink Gaming on DM's Guild. Let's begin. So just before we kicked this off, we were having a bit of a conversation about what we might be able to do to upgrade Phil's armor. And I believe Tommen was thinking about using the alien metal fragments.
Yep, I think we can use that as the studs for the studded leather, but backing it with Phil's magical cloak, I think was the plan. Because that cloak can do... What does the cloak do, Phil?
It's the cloak of many fashions. So it doesn't change anything. It doesn't provide anything. But it can look like whatever I want it to look like, which is kind of convenient. Because I'm Barty.
Very cool. So a shape-shifting studded leather armor set is what we're going to be making when the forge today. But Bob, we only have a little bit of time left before we have to donate our heat to the gods. That's what this town does?
That's what this town does. That would be tomorrow night.
Gotta hurry. All right, so we definitely spent some time doing that today, making this nifty shape-shifting alien metal armor for Phil.
As I give you the cloak, I reassure it, kind of like it's a dog going to the vet. Don't worry, it's going to be okay. You're going to love this when it's over.
Oh, don't worry, lad. I won't hurt it too bad.
Kind of walk away holding I'm holding a collar and crying.
I've seen someone so attached to a cloak before.
It's not just a cloak. All right. I do think we also had it at some point. I remember we were going after. There was a shield dwarf who I'm up against in the election, and we were going to go speak to the loggers about maybe making them aware that there's another option.
Yes, you were. So is that something we want to do today? Am I coming through okay?
Does anybody have it? Or actually, I was wondering, I think we sent an emissary. We paid to send someone to have, I think it was Danica Grayseal, I would actually cash out one of our quests that we did, didn't we? We sent word for her, so she should be here.
Yes, she should come today. I'm assuming we're resting through the night, waking up in the morning. So she should come sometime today, yes.
Okay, and we're going to talk to her about our Chewinga friend.
Yes. Who is hanging out with your fox in the forge.
I still have my damn blanket.
Blanket?
Yeah, on this bed to sleep in, that blanket, and they won't give it back.
Oh. All right, so while you wait for her to arrive, tell me what you're doing to woo the lumberjacks.
It's the usual bard songs, usually leading in with Sigurd flanking on one side and the rest of the crew on the other. Probably climbing onto Sigurd's shoulders and approaching him and trying to use walking from side to side across his shoulders as though he were a stage. And just making them aware that there's another option other than... What was the shield dwarf's name again from last week?
Shandar.
There's another option other than Shandar running for speaker. And of course, while I'm doing this, I'm wearing across my chest the pendant of good mead that we picked up, and telling the story of how we, came across their corpses but slayed the Verbeeg who had viciously attacked our previous speaker, and how I'm the man, period.
Okay. Give me some kind of roll to measure how well you did that.
Alrighty then. Just in case this doesn't come... Oh wait, this is a +7. Yeah, never mind. I got this. Oh shit. Can I use my inspiration?
Yes, you may.
I no longer have inspiration. I'm re-rolling that. Damn.
Wait a minute. Don't you have that tongue thing? That sounds
Dude,
fake.
wait a minute. I have a silver tongue. I can re-roll that, and I don't even need to use my inspiration.
No, you don't really re-roll. It just counts as a 10. So you roll a 17.
Yeah, basically. Can I take my inspiration back?
Yeah.
Sweet. It was very charming, I think. I think it went over well.
Seems like you always know just what to say. So, you're in the city of Goodmead, strolling around the streets for the bulk of the day. You get a sense that the lumberjacks are nervous.
A sense that the lumberjacks are nervous. All right. And where would we
Yes.
see, if we were strolling on the streets, where would we see said lumberjacks that we might be able to approach them?
So they mostly all live toward the south end of town. By the speaker's house and by the arrow on the map that says to Dugan's Hole.
Zoomed out. There we go. Okay. Well, as always, we're walking around as a group, and I always make sure to reference how large of our friend Sigurd is, and ask them why on earth would they seem so nervous? What's going on that would possibly have you guys rattled? You look like sturdy gents.
Okay. Well, most people just try to avoid your gaze. One of them actually says, nothing. What? What do you mean? I've got work to do. He finds an axe, picks it up, and heads off into the woods.
Seems kind of odd. Anyone? So maybe we want to send somebody to follow him into the woods and see which way he's headed?
Yeah, I'll follow him.
I'm going to
Although
follow
I don't-
him stealthily.
I was gonna say I don't think I have any stealth. If somebody does have it, that might be a better choice.
Let's see.
Yeah, I'm wearing heavy armor, so probably not. Chainmail's not that quiet.
You can do a decent stealth. Let me see. Hang on, guys. Let me go see what I can find, and I will try and track him for a few. Just see if I could observe him from a distance. Maybe for a tracking ability, see if I can do that better.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. I got them half proficiencies on everything.
Okay. Pardon me. So you follow the man. He goes out into the forest, doesn't see you following him, waits behind a tree, kind of watches to see that he wasn't followed, puts the axe back up over his shoulder, and heads back toward town.
So I sprint over and stop just short of him, trying to almost purposely rattle him, and go, "What are you doing?"
Oh, no! Oh, God! This one! Yes! He wets his axe up a little bit, picks up over his shoulder, and just lays into the nearest tree. Whack! Whack!
All right. Well, I'm going to try and I think I persuaded him that time. To tell me what the is. Everybody rattled. What's going on? What is the shield dwarf? Damn, Shandar. What is Shandar up to?
He stops chopping, puts the axe down, and thinks a minute. Look, lad, you seem great. I wish you had been from Goodmead, but we all feel like we deserve a local, and Shandar's our man, so he's got something cooking up, and I shouldn't be telling you any of this, but that's all. We're just doing as we're told, man.
Doing as you told. What are they telling you to do?
I can't tell you that, sir. That'd be a betrayal of me best mate.
Your best friend, huh?
Aye, Shandar's done much for the people of Goodmead. He deserves the job he does.
A history check on anything that I might know about Shandar, being a shield dwarf myself.
Okay.
Any dirt that I might remember? Any embarrassing stories? Does he have a lisp? Did he pee the bed as a kid?
You don't? You don't have any memories of that type.
Shake his hand. Thank him for his time. Try to still leave a good impression that nothing's untoward, that he wasn't convinced too hard into anything, that life is good, and make my way back to the group to discuss.
All right. As you return to town, you see Shandar walking back in from the North Road. He's bringing with him and having a great conversation with your friend, the scientist.
The scientist.
Yes,
Danica Greysteel?
that's right. The half-elf.
Okay.
Scholar. He just told her a joke. She thinks it's terribly funny when she rounds the corner and sees the group, or at least the two of you, whoever's happens to be outside. Shandar says, I think I found your friend on the road. Fine lady.
Thanks, Shandar. Always glad to have your help.
He bows to her and she nods in return, giggles a little bit. Oh my, he's very nice, isn't he?
Oh, he's a handful, I'm told. So we have some good news for you, Danica.
Yes, I received your letter.
Well, we have your magic lantern, and more importantly, we have a Chewinga.
No. Is it alive?
Come this way. Let's take a look. And lead her toward the Shrine of the Flaming Sword. And inside to see the Chewinga sitting in a curled up blanket near the forge with the fox.
Okay. She immediately gets as low as she reasonably can to sort of try and meet the Chewinga at eye level approaches to it and starts trying to speak to it in different languages, just sort of a gentle, cooing sort of voice.
So you must know a thing or two about these guys, huh?
She tries not to break eye contact with the Chewinga and so speaks back over her shoulder. Actually, no, I don't. Very little is known about them, in fact. She tries again in a different language.
I'd pull out a lyre and start playing soft music to set the stage and see if it'll help.
Okay. Definitely the creature is more at ease when you guys are relaxed. She
Animal handling check to help out with the fox.
okay, sure.
I have a theory, like if we can coax the fox towards her, like maybe the Chewinga will follow. Where is the fox still in the front of the sleigh?
No, everybody's on the stuff has all been brought into the shrine. You guys were setting it up as a sort of office, campaign office, if nothing else.
Maybe I'll share a bit of rations with the fox, or so I guess.
Okay. Yeah,
So
the fox is reasonably tame around you all now, and is somewhat protective of the Chewinga.
So I'm going to cast on the Chewinga suggestion and suggest that Danica's all right and that he can trust her.
Give me 1 second. Okay.
Yeah, the only thing that's a negative in there is if they're immune to charm.
Yeah, I don't see that on the sheet, and I don't see any interaction with it either. Suggestion works on creatures. So yeah, so we just need a wisdom saving throw. Okay. And the Chewinga believes that Danica is here to help it. Well, she's very pleased. She wants to know everything about how you came to find it and how you came to befriend it.
We tell her the story all the way down to the berries that it gives us at random and how they have healing properties. Give her the whole story. Tell her, the spell lasts for 8 hours. Whatever you can do, Chewinga knows. We've done what we can. You're welcome to stay here, but the Chewinga and the fox do not leave until they want to leave. Period. The end.
She's very happy that you haven't harmed it. She wants to know if the lantern was useful.
Only in telling us that this was, in fact, a Chewinga. Only in helping us identify what was going on. We just happened across the Chewinga by chance.
Well, my, I'm certainly glad that I chose to hire you. And in fact, I'm so pleased. She counts out some coins. She hands you a stack of 50 gold coins. I will pay you double.
Outstanding. We'll never say no to a good day's pay. But again, you can't leave with the Chewinga until the Chewinga wants to. It has a nice home here, and if it's happy, it's welcome.
Would it be acceptable for me to stay and study it?
Absolutely. We'd encourage that. No problem at all.
Wonderful. Where is the inn?
Does it seem like she wants the lamp back, or is that a gift?
Well, upon hearing that the lamp was not that useful, she's not that interested in it. She hasn't said one way or the other, though. Are you asking her that question?
Nope. I'm just trying to read her body language if she was asking.
Yeah, no. She was disappointed that it wasn't useful, but then didn't mention it again.
It might be helpful, even though all these people can make fire and cast light. I guess we'll just keep it just in case.
Okay, well, I've got 50 gold in your party sheet, and she's going to make her way over to the mead hall to ask about accommodations.
Just had a question, Bob.
Mhm.
It was 25 dead, 50 alive, and she's paying double. Isn't that 100?
She gave you 25 up front, right?
Nope.
When was she supposed to?
Yeah, shyster.
Okay. Yeah, we can do 100. It's fine. Yeah, she's supposed to have done 25 up front, and then 25 now if it's dead, or 50 if it's alive.
We get rewarded for being good people.
Don't you, though?
+1 for accounting.
I was just waiting for one person in the group to suggest that maybe oral isn't that bad and we should help. That's all it would have taken was one good suggestion, and I was there.
Well, I made a skinning knife, so you know where I was headed with this.
You want to be the new executioner, don't you?
I mean, you said it was a fancy fox belt, so I'm just saying, you know.
No, right now you have to be really nice to the fox.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
All right, so we cashed out there. We've spoken to the loggers. I think we did have something from way back, session 2. Did we ever investigate the greatest ferryman on the lake with
No.
Scythe and Mildred?
No, you did not.
But that's far back. I don't know that we want to head back to East Haven for that.
I don't know. Pretty much everything in Icewind Dale is kind of a short walk.
Anybody have any other ideas? Because that I know of, we're all caught up on our quest. And other than the pending election, I think
There was one lead to go explore some caves for jewels or something from way back.
that was where we found the knuckles. If we want to venture back there, it was a little bit of a hike. But if we go back there, there's treasure under the ice. We were told by
Was that the same
Witch.
cave system? Okay, I thought that was a different mining cave.
There was a mine that was being harassed by some type of creature, but we already had something to do, so we didn't detour to help them with that situation.
Yeah.
Character, cool. Would that be okay?
Say what now?
If we could possibly have a recap, there was a potential
Did we make that up, Bob?
Sorry, you said something about a recap. Breaking up just a little bit, Brian.
Sorry. What I was asking for is one of us said there was a quest where we had to clear out some mines, and I didn't have it in my notes. I was asking if we can get a recap what that was about.
You could probably go and ask for rumors at the inn, right? In general, there was a mine that was under attack. A gem mine was no longer usable or something.
Okay. So let's maybe guys go to the inn and make some inquiries about rumors or just general talking to people and hobnobbing and see what we can learn about what's going on in the area.
Is there a town we haven't been to yet?
I think there's 7.
I kind of want to stick to Goodmead for, I think it's only another day or two until the election, isn't it? Or are we clear to maybe venture elsewhere and come back?
Depends on how long you're gone.
Yeah, I want to keep showing my face as much as possible. So maybe we could find out if there's something local we can do for the time being. Remember, it's important that I get seen if we want this, because what that opens the door for us to do is to get into all the meetings of all the other town speakers and maybe learn a little bit more about what's really going on. I think overall our goal is to stop the sacrifices from that are going on to Oral. Is that what we all agreed upon? I think.
Then let's go mingle.
We stated that as a group objective, but I certainly have no objections.
Okay, so as you step out into the streets, you can hear yelling coming from the north. I'm trying to find a nice comment.
We're leaving from the shrine, correct?
Yes.
I don't think we've ever shied away from a good screaming match. You guys want to go check it out?
Does it sound like it's coming from that kind of like main intersection in the town? Or is it like from a house or two away?
You can see the scene unfolding to the north. I don't know why we have giant roars.
Love it. We should probably do a long rest. I think we have some rage and some health issues.
Yeah, can do. Okay. So the scene to the north that you can see up at the T in the road, several men with torches have come to set fire to Goodmead. And Shandar and his lumberjacks have stepped out in the street to stop them.
Yo, let's lay the smack down. And I charge up the street.
Bob, do these folks look like an unruly mob or more like somebody's hired mercenaries?
The thugs, I mean, they're just humanoids in winter clothing. They're wielding torches and maces.
Ah, okay.
Bob, if I could drag Sigger, like just grab him by the street, I want to get right in between Shandar and the baddies. Because I don't believe for a second that those are really here to burn down Goodmead. I think that They're here because Shandar damn well hired them to.
Shenanigans. Call shenanigans.
Did you call for initiative?
Seemed like where we're headed, so I started rolling initiative. Sorry if that was premature.
No, but before we get into a fight, I want to embarrass Sandar and find out that these guys were hired by him. And I think having a Goliath beat his chest in front of him will do just the trick. I believe persuasion and intimidation will rule the day.
Those guys are already in a fight, but you can join if you want to roll initiative. And you can run up there and intimidate, or whatever.
Gents?
I think we all rolled to attack.
All right.
Okay,
Lead the
Phil.
charge, Phil. Lead the charge.
All right. We don't have a grid here. How far do you think I can make it on a turn?
Oh, you do. You do have a grid. It's not visible. I can turn on the visibility of it, but nice, lovely grid.
1, 2. That's 7. So with dash, I can go 1 more. 3.
Yeah, with dash you can move a total of 12, right? Because you got a 30-foot speed.
I'm 35.
Oh, okay.
I can get this far. Can I, from here I'll shoot Thug 1 with it. No, I can't dash and shoot. So that's as far as I can get.
That's right.
Let me see if I got a bonus action here real quick.
Correct. These positions.
That's a full action. All right, that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let's see. I suppose Sigurd would follow you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Shandar. 1, 2, 3, 4. Swings at Thug 1. Thug 1 goes blah! And falls backwards into the snow. Mark's turn.
I can move 12 if all I'm doing is moving, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that'll be my turn.
Mr. Zeno?
I will run 6, and then I will dash another 6.
Okay.
What map are we
And
working
that's
on?
my turn.
I'm missing a map.
And I can't figure out which one of them is mine, so I can't move me.
Okay. I can get you moved here. Let me see. I may have messed up your ownership. No, you've got it.
Right.
So you
I
keep.
think okay.
I can move it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
I think that's here. Did I count right? Or did you do it? Sorry.
No, I think that's right. All good?
That's my turn. And just FYI, I'm still at level 2.
2, 3, 4, 5. And he swings. His club goes, or his axe rather, goes careening off into the house beside him. Doug, too, sort of looks around, not sure of what's going on, and goes, ah! It falls over. 3,
It's great.
4, 5, 6.
How do we feel about killing Shandar?
Nice.
If he falls in a battle that he starts, he falls in a battle that he starts.
Yeah, it'd be a real shame if he got caught in the in a fireball.
Should we not
with the thugs?
kind of protect him? Make him pay for it?
Okay, the lumberjacks all run up into the street. And it's now Kozget's turn.
I think all I'm going to be able to accomplish is dashing up to the actions.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Thug 1. Ah, I'm dying! Ah, falls over. Thug 2 crawls backwards in the snow. Thug 3 swings at Lumberjack 2, hits him, and Lumberjack 2 is now heavily wounded.
Sorry, who hit Lumberjack 2?
No, Thug 3.
Yep.
No, but that would have been Thug 4, sorry. So, Thug 3, I guess. Move up here. And roars intimidatingly at the lumberjacks. Ah! He says. 1, 5. Comes in here. He's going to take a swing at Lumberjack 3. Oh, he hits. Oh, Lumberjack 3 goes down.
Ooh. There's going to be a lot of trees surviving.
But you notice there wasn't a spray of blood from Lumberjack 3. Thug 6, 7, and 8 move in. Toman?
Hey, with the
What's that?
just said, if he's not spraying blood, should we do a sense check to see if they're evil? Make sure we're attacking the right side.
You could do things, sure.
Yeah, I'll do pop off a divine sense.
You do not get a notion of anything otherworldly.
Cool. Just rowdy humans here.
All right.
And dwarves.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash, and that's about all I can do.
Okay. I am gonna see if I can get some line of sight here.
You're going to see through 4 houses.
4, 5, and 6. Let's see.
And if your firebolt were to hit Shandar, I wouldn't complain.
I suppose that's the this object is solid. It's not like an awning that's hanging over the front.
You could probably get right up against that wall if you want to move one more square.
Okay. Like this?
Yeah.
All right. So I'll do that. And then we're just going to aim at the middle there, Lumberjack 3, and cast Fireball. Use my scroll of Fireball.
Oh my god, okay.
All right, let's see here.
Whoa.
We're going to end this fight.
Blow him up.
Spectacular fashion.
Blow him up.
Hold on, I got to drag this onto my spell bar.
The nuclear option.
There we go.
Yes, bring explosives to a street brawl.
All right, so here's the cast.
Nuclear weapons
TNT, everybody else brought knives.
to a knife fight.
All right, and then I'm going to roll damage, I guess. It'll do it automatically, save or fail.
It will, yes.
Okay.
Crush him.
All right. That's my turn.
That was awesome.
Okay.
Shandar did fall.
That was great.
Whoops. Sorry, Phil. Yeah, so bodies. Charred bodies everywhere.
Okay, so the question is, who's still alive here? Lumberjack 2? And Lumberjack 6?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, of the are either Lumberjack 2 or Lumberjack 6 the guy I found in the woods?
That's Lumberjack 6.
Okay. I'm trying to see which one. There he is. Okay.
He's the closest one.
I'm gonna run to Lumberjack 6. 1, 2, 3. Grab him and pull him back with me into the corner here.
Okay.
Pull and tell him I'm pulling him to safety. Stay down, and I push him into the corner and stand in front of him.
Okay.
Like a
Very smart.
ferocious goat that you are.
And with that, I'll cast some bardic. God, he doesn't need inspiration. I was going to give it to Wither, but Jesus Christ! I'll put that on. Give that to Sigger. 1 second, please. Where is he? Where's my giant? Where's my pet giant? There he is. Alright, and that's my turn.
Okay. With the hustle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That guy's dead. 6. Right into the fray.
Good man.
Let's see. Shandar is unconscious. Mark.
Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Six. Okay, that's as far as I can get. Who is still?
No, I'm sorry. Shandar is dead. I wonder why it marked him unconscious.
Is this Thug 3 is what, unconscious?
Let me clean these up.
Okay.
Because, yeah, these guys are crispy critters. Okay. That's who's up.
Okay, then nobody is.
Oh, and I guess he can't stand on top of Lumberjack, too.
In range. You know what? I will try and use a spell here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, how would I?
What you got there, Mark?
I'm gonna try and cast Guiding Bolt on Thug 4, but I'm not quite sure where to. Oh, no. That was a 7.
That's gonna miss.
Okay. And does that, on a miss, does that still consume the spell slot?
It does, yes, sir.
Hooray. And that's my turn.
Okay, Zeno.
If I'm counting this right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am standing pretty close to Phil.
Close to Phil.
Does that sound right? Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I do not have a clear throw, correct? I could not toss my javelin without possibly hitting anybody.
So if you aim for 7 or 6, you probably could.
All right, I'm going to throw at 7.
Okay.
I'm going to throw my javelin at him.
That's a hit.
That's going to hurt him.
Okay. He is wounded. Anything
And
else?
I'm going to high five Phil
Okay.
just because I'm pumped. And then that's my turn.
All right.
You.
Lumberjack 2 is going to run like hell. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Behind the house. I love it.
Lumberjack 6 is going to hold action and possibly cry. Kazgaz.
Okay, attacking Jack 6.
No, don't.
Oh, you just killed him.
Oh dear, did I miss something? I'm sorry.
So that was the guy who I talked to earlier. I threw him in the corner and said, "Stay down, be safe."
Okay,
And he just
lumberjack
ran over and killed him for no reason.
We are seeking blood.
Heal him! Heal him!
Actually, yeah, I cast cure. Well, I have to wait till my turn.
Okay.
Can I get a reaction to cast Healing Word?
Healing Word takes bonus action. Okay. Thugger 2 says nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Thug 4, same story, but that's going to trigger. Sigurd, Great Axe.
That's right. I'm angry.
No, he missed.
What?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. These guys are running, dropping their maces in the snow, just getting the hell out of here. Pushing each other out of the way. Tommen.
Alright, I'm gonna move as fast as I can and try to cast Healing Word as a
Okay.
bonus action. So can I move and then dash as an action and cast Healing Word as a bonus action?
You can, yes.
Actually, let's see. No, Spare the Dying is an action. So I'll have to use Healing Word.
Okay, he's completely revived.
High five, Tommen. And I make the shame symbol with 2 fingers at Kozgath.
All right, Wither's gonna come running up here. 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and ask if anyone still wants to fight.
No. We're good. We're good. Calm, guys. Calm.
Okay.
I tell my friends,
Something like those thugs must have brought some kind of dynamite or something from the mines to the fight to blow up the lumberjacks. It's a good thing we were here.
it's a damn good thing we were here. Keep my friend here. And I give a little shoulder nudge to the now revived I'm going to go see what happened with the other lumberjack. And with that, I'll dash.
Okay.
That's it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right next to him.
Okay.
Are you okay? And with that, I'll cast Healing.
Okay. Yes, he's scared to death. He's crying, literally sobbing.
Will do I have time to do that on this turn? I think I actually can do that.
What's that?
I have an ability from the College of Eloquence. I'm going to cast Calm Emotions on them.
You can't cast more than one spell unless one of them's a cantrip.
God damn.
Yep.
Now, what if that's as an ability, though?
I think it's still the spell.
You can now expend a spell slot, but it's the same amount of time because I already ran. That's right. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. So Sigurd is going to let them go, laughing at their backs as they flee. Mark?
Are there any of the down bodies that aren't just dead?
Everybody caught in the fireball blast who was killed instantly. They don't have very many hit points. I mean, there are pieces in the street.
Loot them.
Oh,
Loot them.
okay.
It's like that scene from RoboCop with the Gatling gun.
So there's nobody like clinging to life
No, sir.
that there isn't a cursor for. Okay, well, it's like this might have been a bit overdone.
Yeah, they're past well done. They're burned.
All right, so there's always
Yeah,
time
okay.
to steal some boots later. How many moves can these thugs run?
We can run as fast as you can.
So they can do 12 and I can do 12.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the range on my javelin?
Javelins are normal at 30 feet and disadvantage up to 120. So 10 squares. No. 120 divided by 5.
60.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm throwing my javelin again. I'm not ready to give up. We're targeting 2.
So it'll be at disadvantage because he's beyond 30 feet.
Yeah. Should I roll any different, or you take care of that on your end?
Well, are you raging? You're not, are you?
I'm not raging.
Okay. Yeah, so just attack twice and we'll take the lower of the two. Or if you want, there's a disadvantage button in the bottom left you can use.
Disadvantage. Oh, there we go. Clicked on disadvantage.
Okay. A 14 hits.
Yeah. Not very hard, but it hits.
Okay, he is wounded.
I would like. Can I rage now?
Yes.
Now I'm raging,
Okay.
and I'm done.
Kozgev?
Attack Lumberjack 6.
No, I already felt that once. I don't know what to do. Are the thugs running away?
They are, yes.
Okay. And this lumberjack over by Phil is not a murder target, I assume.
Correct.
Not anymore.
We need people to talk about how great we are.
Gotcha. Okay, forgive me. I'm not sure. Are we still in combat? I don't know what's going on.
I think they're going to escape on their next turn. I don't think there's anything you guys can do to stop it.
Okay.
I think you should run at them and throw your javelin.
All right.
Let's try to take one more out. Yes. We're taking out that thug.
All right.
Okay. So the thugs run off into the distance. Not to say that you can't track them.
Yeah, you better run. What's up, son? Good meat in the house.
I appreciate you melting away the snow there, Wither. It was nice of you.
Easier than shoveling it.
The citizens emerge and try to get a sense of what just happened. Anybody want to speak up?
Of course.
Maybe it would be better if Phil didn't sing his own praises.
Yeah.
Right, so Toman's going to say, I can't believe those thugs came here with explosives to fight in the middle of town. That's such a cowardly act. So luckily we were able to save one lumberjack.
The lumberjack.
I come
So-
from the corner. That's
He's-
2 lumberjacks.
The lumberjack beside Tommen weakly says, yeah. Make a persuasion check of some kind, Tommen. At advantage with your peers' support. You can pick the check.
Not the most facey character. Yeah, it's all about the same.
And you have inspiration if you want to use that as well.
Can I reroll that?
If you spend your inspiration, you can.
Do I get advantage again, or just reroll
Sure.
regular?
Yeah, let you.
A little better.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna add some notes in there and say, "Oh, look, Phil saved another one. That guy is so brave. He's got nothing but the town in mind."
So the people
I had a
seem to
snarky-
be seriously impressed.
So I'd like to take a minute, and I came around the corner. If you could drag Lumberjack 2 back over here next to me.
Sure.
I say before anything else, there were some good men who just passed here today. I don't know what those thugs were thinking, bringing dynamite or whatever the hell that was into this town. But let's take a moment of silence for Shandar and those other fallen gents who bravely fought and perished.
Everyone agrees. The moment of silence is held. Olivessa breaks it. Let's hear it for the heroes of good mead! Hip hip! Hooray! And the town joins in. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! To the mead hall! I'm buying! Olivessa says. Everybody cheers! And they head inside.
I will head to the meat hall.
Fellas, shall we dance?
We don't want to track these dudes. We want to go celebrate first.
They seemed pretty. They seemed pretty light duty, and I don't think that that's an open thread that we really need to worry about. We know where they came from.
Yeah, I feel like the story will unravel the farther that we chase it.
I think that we need to spend some time communing with our town folk and really embracing this as home, because it's again our path to getting further.
All right, I pick up a charred leg and join you guys.
So you're just like munching on a charred thug leg while we're walking back to the bar.
Just an appetizer.
Hope you like it well done.
That's hilarious.
Chewy.
Awesome.
Very
Give that man
chewy.
inspiration.
Okay, so a meal is had. The streets are cleaned. A funeral is scheduled to be held for tomorrow, but they can't light a pyre to finish burning the corpses until after the sacrifice to Oral.
So is that a topic that's brought up while we're in the meat hall and discussing?
Yes.
So I'll pose the question to Olivessa. When did the first of the sacrifices start?
Well, we've been doing those about a year now.
How do villagers feel about this?
Many villages have it worse than we in Goodmead.
How so?
While the council meets to decide and agree upon any changes to the sacrifices, so we know that some actually send their own off to die or light them on the pyre.
And in our case, why is that not as bad as theirs? We're still sacrificing one of our own, aren't we?
No, dear, no, we only sacrifice heat. For the
Ah.
entire day, not a fire will be lit in all of Goodmead. We must do what we can to keep the bees alive. But that is all we will do all day tomorrow.
Understood. How did this come to pass? When did the council learn of this? You said it was a year ago. How did that come to be? Did we see Oral herself?
No, none have seen her. Not that I have ever heard. The speaker knew the story, didn't share with us much, but there was a great debate at the meeting, and it was decided that we must try to appease Oral to have her end this winter.
So after all these sacrifices, we still haven't ended winter. That sounds like a lot of people dying and us not getting what we're looking for.
Indeed. It's a travesty. One of many reasons I didn't want to be speaker.
Do we know if anyone ever spoke directly to Oral, or was this decision, just made by the council without direct influence?
I do not know, lad. I do not know.
Things need to be made better. Well, now that Shandor is no longer with us, and he was the only other person looking for the speakership, how do we make this official?
Yes, after the sacrifice, there will be an election. There must be 2 names on the ballot, so I've consented to allow them to put my name back in. But I've also made it very clear I have no interest in serving, so I think you'll win.
That's after the sacrifice, and we have to stand by and allow for the sacrifice. Well, it's just the heat, correct? Okay.
Yes, here it will just be the heat. Elsewhere, I fear people will die, but not here. She stares out the window while she sips her warmed cider.
So we know that Targus, Bryn Shander, and East Haven sacrifice people. What else is sacrificed by the other towns? Do you know? If we sacrifice heat, what about the rest?
Many towns give up a ration of food. Perhaps the crag cats eat well that night, but they leave food out and let it go to waste or be consumed by the wild, whatever Oral wishes to do.
Well, I think I have some. I think we might have a little bit of business to attend to. It's good to know. Thanks, Olivesa.
Thank you for all you've done for our city.
So at the end of the evening, I would imagine the group winds our way back to the shrine, which is where we've kind of set up camp.
Yes.
So we've got 2 days to kill. We have tomorrow's the sacrifice, where we can't run the forge anyway. And then the following day is when we'll actually have the election. Does anybody want to go and observe? Maybe maybe interrupt one of those sacrifices and see what happens?
The only idea I had was Toman's got a bunch of iron ingots. He was going to lay those out and cast heat metal to keep the group warm through the night, so it didn't have to be quite so cold. It wouldn't be fire or flame, so we wouldn't be breaking any rules, but we just get those iron ingots nice and hot so no one freezes. But I'm up for a journey if we want to go to a different town.
I'd certainly be up for interrupting a human sacrifice.
Well, do we want to go back to East Haven? We've been to East Haven, we've been to Bryn Shander. The only other one where they're actually doing the sacrifices that we haven't been to is Targus.
So if Goodmeat is only sacrificing heat, are we sure the other towns are sacrificing humans?
Those 3 are sacrificing humans. Many of the others are sacrificing food. That's all we know so far.
So we're confident those other 3 are sacrificing humans.
Yep. That's what we were told. Bob, I just searched the maps for the 10 towns map, but I didn't see it under images and maps. Could you share that out, please?
Absolutely.
So we've got 2 days. So we have to be there and back in 2 days.
Well, the walks don't really take more than an hour between most places. It's pretty quick, so we could go somewhere and come back in the same day.
It's more than an hour, but yeah.
So Targus is the furthest away from us. We've been to East Haven and we started in Bryn Shander. We believe there is trouble up in Termlane also. There were things to do in Caer Dinerval and Caer Koenig, but we haven't been there yet.
And Duggan's Hole is the... Is that the Giants? What's Duggan's Hole?
I think that's just another town.
It's another one of the 10 towns.
Do we want to ask a little bit about Duggan's Hole before we go back to East Haven?
What I know about Dugan's Hole is that Edra Dermont is their speaker, and it's stubborn. Yeah, they have some form of appeasement, but they don't do a sacrifice of people. That's all I've got.
If we're going to go interrupt one, East Haven seems like the right way to go.
Well, we know people there. We've already been there.
Yeah, we've got friends there, and maybe they can help us get Phil elected.
Well, let's head up to East Haven then, maybe for the day.
So really quick and cheap plug, but we actually have this travel times that we made. We actually used the same logic we did to make the Star Wars hyperspace routes, right? So if you wanted to know how long it takes you to get somewhere from anywhere, there you go. East Haven is easy, right? Good mead to East Haven is 4.5 hours.
Well, let's set out really early. That way we get there and we get back in the same day.
All right. So in the morning, you disembark. You embark? You head out. Whatever it is you do. Tromping for a good 4.5 hours.
It was smooth sailing.
It was. It was smooth sailing, and you arrive in the familiar city of East Haven.
Could you throw out that map?
I can.
So do we want to start back at... Actually, it wasn't Goodmead where we donated the cauldron. Was it East Haven?
Yeah, that was East Haven where we donated the cauldron.
Oh, we should be welcomed with fanfare. Was it the Wet Trout? Was the inn that we liked? The White Lady Inn was the creepy one where nobody was there, basically. Is that correct?
Yeah, the White Lady is the haunted inn where there was a seance. The Wet Trout is the one run by the Dragonborn. So where to?
Well, if we go to the Wet Trout, that's New Metra, and she actually is all in favor of oral. The haunted one...
Yeah, friends with the White Lady, right?
That was where Ronaldo held a seance. It was massively unsuccessful.
Yeah, but we made friends with the innkeeper, didn't we? Helping him fix that glass.
Yes, you did.
Well, let's start there. I like that idea.
Okay. So you head into the White Lady, and it's positively jovial in there. It's a completely different atmosphere. They
Sounds
recognize
for
you.
a bunch of people know that. Sorry, go ahead.
No, please go ahead.
I was going to say that seems right, considering a bunch of people who know they aren't the ones being sacrificed.
As you head inside, they fill copper cups with wine and put them into your hands, slapping you on the shoulders. A woman runs from the back, throws her arms around Zeno, and gives him a huge hug. Troubadour in the back starts playing, and they ask you what's brought you to East Haven on this fine day.
We just came for a visit. Nothing special. Tomorrow's the election in Goodmead. Looks like we'll have a new speaker, and everything's doing great. What's going on here? Why is everyone in such high spirits on a day like today?
You haven't heard the news?
No, do tell, do tell.
Well, tonight we're making our sacrifice. And it's going to be a fine one.
And what is it that you're sacrificing?
We were given a mighty gift by a crew doing some work for the mayor. And so tonight, we'll be sacrificing food, pouring it right into the fire.
Cauldron. You mean the cauldron we found and donated to the town? We're those people you speak of.
What's this then? How did you not know if you're the ones who did the deed?
Oh, I just wasn't sure that's what you had decided to do with it. I'm so thrilled to hear.
They're making a pyre in a nice flat shape to get the cauldron good and hot before it's dumped over right into the fire itself.
Outstanding.
It's been a fire there every month. This will be the first one I'm actually looking forward to seeing.
We as well. Drink up, my friend. Drink up.
Everybody cheers. Drinks all around.
Well, gents, while no one wants to leave a good party, there is one thing I do remember about East Haven, and that's that we get a discount at Black Iron Blades. And on top of that,
That's
we just
actually back in Bryn Shander.
Is that one in Bryn Shander? Oh, I apologize.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, we do get a discount at the Wet Trout, I believe. Or maybe that's just the whole
I can
town.
use some armor. Can we go buy some armor?
We could just buy some metal and have Tommen make it better than you're going to get here. Damn cheaper, too.
Yeah, so every store in any city you've helped is going to be giving you a discount. Now, you guys are getting relatively famous.
The glassblower is here in East Haven, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, the young boy.
The young boy that lost his father.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to pick up a couple of flagons so I can start making some mead back in Goodmead.
Okay. He's still got them all priced incorrectly, but he lets you have them for free.
I'll pick up 3.
Okay. Mark them down.
Hey, Tommen, it sounds like this is the place to start doing some shopping.
3 always was my favorite price.
So I'll go over to. Is there an armor and a weaponsmith in town?
There is a adventure gear store that sells both. Yes.
I'd like to go to the adventure gear store, please.
Okay. It's the Blinded Yeti is the name of the shop.
Does the Blinded Yeti have any higher end toys? Is there a back room with maybe
Unfortunately,
anything for advanced adventuring?
There is not. It's pretty run of the mill basic gear. It's sort of a dusty shop. It doesn't see a lot of customers. The prices are reasonable.
Bill wraps his cloak around him to look like he's wearing a black suit with a black shirt and a black tie and sunglasses.
Okay.
This is very disappointing, and I walk out.
Okay. Any other business?
Guys, do we want to bop over to the Wet Trout? I have a feeling that they might have a different sentiment. Maybe something we can learn.
We might as well.
Oh,
Won't hurt.
I'm always up for another pint.
Okay.
If nothing else, Zino can make another run at the at Numetra.
I'd always like to go see her.
Okay. As you enter, the room stops. Your buddy Scythian throws his hands in the air. Our heroes! And everybody cheers. Get over here and let me buy you a drink.
Finger guns all around.
He shoos two women away from his table and insists you all sit down. Why does it have to open a door? That's just weird. Gentlemen, all of you, thank you. From the bottom of my heart.
We told you we would do what we could.
And you did. There can be no doubt you did. I don't suppose you've found a way to thaw the lake.
Actually, Wither, you still have that scroll?
I seem to have misplaced that scroll.
Ah, just kidding you,
Listen.
fellas. He elbows you in the shoulder. I haven't even been back to my ferry. I mostly just spend every day and night here. The speaker's been kind. Captain Arglath keeps me reasonably well kept and pays my tab.
Out of character for a second. Bob, have we been back here since we found the knuckleheads? I don't have this.
You have, yes. You made a deal to sell the cauldron and so forth.
That's right. Thank you. Sorry, I was trying to put two and two together.
There was a woman lashed to a statue in the basement of the town hall.
Yeah, this is where I went raging on a statue.
That's right. That was the statue that was made of Chardolin.
Yes. The very one?
So given that they are now sacrificing food, do we want to try to hit another town or go back to good meat, or do you think there's something we can actually discover or serve these fine people with?
I think if we party for a while and head back, we'll be in the right place because the election's the next day and it's 4.5 hours to get back. I don't think we have time to get to another town and back.
Before we
Especially
go
with handy calculations.
Let's see. You're in East Haven now, so Yeah, nothing is especially close.
Yeah, I don't think we have time to make it there and do anything meaningful and make it back. But we can go immediately and we don't have to linger there very long.
Okay, so you spend the evening carousing with your buddy Scythion?
The better part of the day and leave time to get back in time for, before nightfall, before it's too late, so to speak.
Okay. Any other business before we leave town?
I'm good.
Okay. Back on foot we go. And once again, you reach Goodmead just as it starts to get dim. Never really gets bright anymore, but nothing interesting happens along the way. You find yourselves on the streets of Goodmead, and it's different. The buzzing of the bees is muted. The chimneys are all dead. No smoke. Very little noise. Where would you like to go?
Does anyone have any business before tomorrow? I'm pretty tapped. Do we
I
want to go
believe
sit
so.
and then drink?
Dude, I'm sorry if I missed it. Did we miss what was going on with the bees?
What they're doing to keep them warm?
Yeah, you said they were muted.
Yes, usually when you're in Goodmead, you can hear a faint buzzing in just about any building. They use the walls of their buildings as apiaries. So if you head to the mead hall, you can see that there are dozens of people under blankets leaning against the walls.
Well, these folk are very committed to their mead. I'll give them that.
They're all huddled together against the wall, sharing body heat, hopefully passing some of that into the wall itself. And were you to peek into any building in town, you'd find a similar thing.
Time to heat up those pieces of metal and hand them out.
Well, we'll hand out some magically warm ingots.
You gonna start that process?
I've got 20 iron ingots. Yeah, let's spread them out throughout the town. Heat them up super hot. Let's put them in the hearth like it was a fire and get them super, super hot.
Okay,
Oh, no.
so the first person you approach to this looks to the sky in terror and says, "No! What are you doing? Stop!"
Well, are you sacrificing fire or are you sacrificing heat? Because I'm just trying to not let my precious bees die.
We cannot heat ourselves. Not in any way, sir. It's not allowed. We must allow Oral's cold to grip us.
Well, we wouldn't want that then, would we?
For the time being, that'll be the way.
This is the way.
So you're in possession of a lot of hot ingots that everyone is afraid to take.
Looks like it's just. Hey. I think I
Ready
need
for a
to.
long, cold night, gents.
You know, as a bard, I can't help but want a way to entertain all these people while they shiver. If only there was a way I could invent something that I could just stream it directly to them. One day,
One day.
one day, one day, the people of Goodmead will Netflix and chill.
Nice.
All right, well played. I wasn't sure where we were going with that. That was good.
I enjoyed it.
We need to invent alcohol here so they can stay warm.
Well, they have that, and they're willing to drink it now that you found their extra casks. Although, again, I don't understand how a handful of casks solves their problem, but whatever. Yeah.
Or how a team of 13 goats pulled it through the snow.
Right.
But the dice don't lie.
The dice don't lie, and the well-intentioned folks at WotC must have thought this through. Anyway, so are you going to go back to the shrine?
Yeah, I say we just pass the night in the shrine. It's already late in the day.
Are you going to cheat and stay warm?
I don't think we should.
We're not.
Yeah, I think not.
Okay. Well, you spend a miserable night in the snow and are unable to complete a long rest.
Are we able to eat any of those snow cones?
You are, and that lifts your
Absolutely.
spirits considerably. I keep forgetting about things like the snow cones. That's so clever. Okay. And in the morning, you smell cinders and smoke like you haven't smelt for days. It seems that everybody is burning the crap out of as much wood as they can get their hands on as soon as daylight breaks.
All right. As soon as I can hear that, we're going to light the forge, get it cranked up nice and hot.
Okay.
Sacred flame on the forge to get it going.
Your guest has a number of remarkable observations about how the Chewinga dealt with the cold, scribbling furiously in her notebook and very much enjoying the opportunity to study. Pardon me. So,
how did our buddy do? What was so novel about how it survived the cold?
He actually sank into the stones of the floor as if he was in a hot tub.
That's really dope.
The fox curled around him, and the two of them spent pretty much the entire day that way. So, at some point, a knock comes to the door of your shrine. There's a young man, approximately 15, bound up tightly in winter clothing. He's got a wooden box. Any ballots?
I gave him 843 pieces of paper that say Phil on it.
All completely legitimate citizens.
Yeah, are we eligible to vote?
Where did you get those?
I'm sorry?
Where did you get 843 pieces of paper? No, seriously, what do you want to do? You could scribble on some paper right now if you wanted to.
I whip out quill and I tear up a sheet of paper into. We have 8 people in the room, 10 people in the room,
Mm-hmm.
10 pieces, 10 equal squares,
Okay.
and write Phil in very fancy lettering. The F is large and ornate,
Okay.
and I hand it to him. And I offer my quill to anybody else who wants to.
I cast my ballot for Phil, but I spell his name with an F.
Okay. So anybody who wants to gets to cast a vote. And the lad tucks the box under his arm and heads to the next house. What are we doing with that hot forge?
How's my cloak doing?
Mostly we're getting warm, but yeah, I think we're trying to finish the studs on the cloak.
Okay. We can do that thing.
Now, I want to make it really fancy for my inauguration.
Yeah, we got paisleys and floral designs stamped into the cloak, embossed, as it were.
Okay.
Wait, what's embossed on it?
The floral and paisley design. But you can make it look like whatever you want, so you can just change it later.
Okay.
Whoops. Shoot.
I'm saying if that's disco fabulous, I might rock it.
When you're asleep, that's what it looks like.
Okay, so we're consuming the cloak into the studly leather.
Yeah, just leave it
Create.
Actually, that is the best name for it. It is the Studley leather cloak of many fashions.
Isn't that what it's always called?
Nice.
It's already the cloak of many fashions, but now it's the Studley leather cloak of many fashions.
I don't know. I just thought that's what it was called. All right. Your studly leather of many fashions is now in your inventory, and I have equipped it for you, sir.
Boom, pow!
Okay.
Thank you,
So-
Tommen.
The vote is cast. Phil wins by a landslide.
8-1.
No, only about 6 citizens in the entire town voted for Olivessa. Everyone else voted for Phil.
I want to know which 6 didn't vote for me. I want their addresses. I want to know their children's names, where they go to school.
Lumberjack 6 did not vote for you.
6 were in my party.
And there was 1 vote for the Chewinga.
I can't be mad at them. I can't.
So yeah, you're going to be the speaker. You'll need to be present the next time a speakers meeting is called. Rumor has it East Haven needs to call one so that they can change what they want to sacrifice to Oral. And with that said, we are going to call a stop for tonight because completing the second of the overall Icewind Dale City 10 Towns quests, the Chewinga quest, actually levels you to 4.
Oh, nice.
Weird,
Nice.
right?
I love Chewingas.
Yep. So the first milestone was, let me go over these really quickly again. let's see. The first milestone was, I think, a quest, right? Yeah, characters advance to second level after completing their first quest. They advanced to third level after completing 3. So it was the Knuckleheads, then the Verbeeg, put you to 3, and advanced to fourth level after completing 5 quests. So the Ice Dagger guy and the Chewinga.
Perfect.
Yes. So by rights, you should level to 4.
Sweet.
Now, as you guys will recall, we are off next Sunday and on the Sunday after, so I'll hang out if you guys want to get your leveling done now. I'll also bring the server online early for next week. Want to thank everybody who's watched us this far. I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording so you don't have to listen to level up banter among the group. Thanks again, everybody, for hanging out this far. Have a great night.